Good morning, my dear children. This is P. Vasantakumar, social teacher from DAV High School, SDSTPS, AP Genco, Naltur. Welcome to the chapter Production and Employment, Part 2. Learning objectives of this lesson. By the end of the chapter, you will be able to explain GDP in detail. Now let us learn GDP. Suppose there are two families. One is a rich family, whereas the other is a poor family. We can make such judgment as rich or poor based on the dress people in the family wear, what the vehicle they use for traveling, food that they eat, for living their house, furniture and other equipment they have, hospitals they go for treatment, etc. Alternately, income that these families earn is an important overall indicator. Now, the various production activities in the primary, secondary and tertiary sectors produce a very large number of goods and services, and also the three sectors have a large number of people working in them to produce these goods and services. The next step, therefore, is to see how much goods and services are produced and how many people work in each sector. In an economy, there could be one or more sectors which are dominant in terms of total production and employment, while other sectors are relatively small in size. To understand how much goods and services are produced, we need to understand is GDP. Now, we have seen that economic activity made up of primary, secondary and tertiary sectors. When we find that total money value of the goods and services from all the three sectors, it is known as GDP. Children, here we can see gross value and net value. One day I purchased a car in 2015 for 12 lakhs rupees. Now, definition of gross value. The term gross refers to the total value amount made as a result of a car. It can refer to things such as total profit or total sales. Now, I sold that car in 2020 for 8 lakhs rupees. This is the net value of the car. Net refers to the amount left over after all deductions are made. It is the actual profit and includes the operating expenses that are excluded from gross profit. Dear children, we can understand clear. The gross value in 2015, that car, the 12 lakhs rupees, that is net value in 2020, the 8 lakhs rupees. What is the reason for deducted that money? Because we used this car for 5 years. Then automatically that car value will be reduced. This reduction of cost we call the depreciation. In accounting term, depreciation is defined as the reduction of recorded cost of a fixed asset in a systematic manner until the value of the asset becomes zero or negligible. Children, now we have to know about domestic income and national income. Let us learn about the domestic income. The domestic income is the total income received by all sectors of an economy within country. Now, The total domestic income of the country 500 rupees. Now national income. It is the total value of a country final output of all new goods and services produced in 1 year. My dear children, here out of 5 members, 2 members came from abroad for earning money. These 2 members income sent for their home country. Remaining 3 members' income is the national income. Gross. Gross means total or whole. I can say that without any reduction, degradation. Here, gross is total. Total here without subtracting, adjusting wear and tear. Already you know wear and tear, that is called depreciation. What depreciation? Degradation of particular object or particular good over a time period with continuous uses of that particular product is known as wear and tear. Now, second word, domestic. Domestic means internal. You know, children, domestic flights and international flights. Yes, domestic flights are those flights which fly to the territorial border of a particular nation, not foreign or international. And within geographical territory of nation, as you learn in geography that there is particular map or atlas of India. You know that what are territorial border of India? If someone produced inside the territorial border, so I can say domestic. Now let's come third word, that is a product. Product means production, mean all types of goods and services. I said that in previously of national income. What is national income? The collection of the value of the whole goods and services produced in an economy. So here I can say the production of all types of goods and services, whether they are consumer goods, whether they are capital goods, whether they are one-time use, etc. So all types of goods are collectively taken in this concept, and as well as services are taken in this concept. So I can say that production of all types of goods and services is the product. So here I can say sum up. GDP stands for gross domestic product, and gross means total, that domestic means internal or domestic geographical territory, and product means production of all the goods and services are produced in an economy. Further point, GDP is classified into various categories that in a given time period like 6 months, 1 year or 2 years, within a geographical territory of nation. Next, total value of whole goods and services produced. Next, whether produced by indigenous people or foreign nations. Pretty much clear here. Anyone who produced goods in geographically territory of nation, whether that person Indian citizen or indigenous people or that person foreign nation, that value of the production will be taken in our GDP. Here, what is GDP? GDP is the value of all final goods and services produced within country during a particular year. Sum of primary sector and secondary sector and tertiary sector. These are all called GDP. The following graph shows the value of GDP for India from 2 different years, 1972 to 73 and 2009 to 2010. Here, the value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year provides the total production of the sector for that year. Now let us understand GDP is better with the help of this graph. In 1972 to 73, from primary sector 2,09,352, secondary sector 1,33,912, tertiary sector 2,43,082. Then total income from all three sectors is 5,86,346 in crore. So this is the GDP in 1972 to 73. Now 2009 to 10. From primary sector 7,64,817, secondary sector 11,73,089, tertiary sector 25,78,165. The total income from all three sectors is 45,16,071 in crores. So this is the GDP in 2009 to 10. Children, next session we will describe about the process involved in the estimation of GDP and illustrate the changes in the importance of sectors. Thank you, my dear children.